Thanks to the resub lefty and the prime harvest. Did you bowl today? I was going to, but did not. I did not get a chance to. I was talking to the squad today. We are going to do the bowling until one of us gets a perfect game stream. So Matt used to bowl like competitively. He's never got a perfect game. His highest is like a 289, I think he said. Aaron's highest is also 232. Danny's over 200. So I think between the four of us, if we have like 24 hours rented from a bowling alley, one of us will get a perfect game. And we thought it'd be fun to put stakes on it. So like if we don't get a perfect game by the end of the stream, we just do like a massive money giveaway like I have been doing, but with more. Or we also thought like each time we don't get a perfect game, the money ticks down. So that way chat has to keep cheering for us. And if we still don't get it by the end of 24 hours, then the initial amount doubles. So we were just spitballing a bunch of goofy ideas. But I really think I can get a perfect game. I'm on the cusp. And definitely one of the four of us, I think, will get it. Thanks for the 10 gifted members, Sally. Appreciate that. I appreciate the membership, Matt. When Judas gets a release date, will you replay Bioshock? Yeah, I think that's a good time for that. Thanks for resub star. That is a classic, Jonathan. Thanks to tier 1 Baff. Watch you get a perfect game first try. I don't think it's out of the question. Like, I think that's possible. I really think I'm on the cusp. We've seen Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman. Sounds super familiar, but I don't remember. Good luck with that, Sans. No game in particular, but I hope you make some bangers. I've not seen Argyle yet. Might watch it tomorrow. Any plans for Tekken 8 anytime soon? Like I was saying, I might do a Tekken tournament tonight. Maybe shoot this shit for a little bit and then just do like a little stream tournament like we used to do. You seem really confident about your bowling skills. Because I'm fucking nasty in the lanes, brother. Did you not see the video I posted yesterday? That was after 10 years of not bowling. And I could have had a perfect game right there. Those last 3 nines were a fluke. Thanks to the membership, Allison. Give yourself disadvantages like wear shoes that are too big or drink hot sauce. I don't think we need disadvantages. It's very hard to get a perfect game. Even for pros. Thanks to Prime Delicious. I'd be open to it, Breezy. Give us a breakdown of the technique. I actually use my pinky and ring finger instead of 2 middle. 170-ish average. Meet me in the lanes. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that the breakup happened, Strand, but I'm glad you like the EP. I'm sorry. I guess a cool fact about it is it took us like a long time of planning. I don't know. There's no really cool facts behind the scenes there, I'm gonna be honest. But I'm glad you enjoy the EP. Sorry about your breakup. Here, let me show you my bowling. I'll go over my bowling technique though. Man, I forgot how many awful dating stories I used to tell. Strikes. So, the way I bowl. Let me see, where's like a good one here? We'll do it for my 5th strike in a row. I don't know if you can see it, but the way I bowl is I put the ball like firmly underneath. When you do spin, you only use the top 2 holes for the most part. So I go ring, middle finger in there, and I don't put it deep. Like I'm not trying to get in there and like, you know, get to the cervix or anything of the bowling ball. So I'm kind of like surface on it, and I make sure the 3rd hole is right in like the palm, right in the center of my palm. I've got it under and I'm cupped, and then I don't do the 2-handed technique that's become really popular. So I bring it back, drop the lead hand, and then I kick my leg out, and I usually try and aim for like I think it's the 3rd from the right marker. And that usually gives me exactly what I need. But on this lane, like I said, I wasn't really doing my normal spin because it wasn't catching the way I wanted it to. So I went for less spin and just more power. So I'd usually try and aim to get like 15, 16 miles per hour. When are you going to buy your own ball and full into being a bowling YouTuber? I do need my own ball. If I had my own ball, I think this would be so much easier. But I also kind of like the idea of doing this now with just house ball and house shoes. Well, that is one way of doing it, Antonio. True. Plague Seeker and Godslap updates? Yep. Godslap issue 5 in 2 weeks. Plague Seeker in a month. You should 1v1 Pete Weber. I was looking at... Well, Aaron was looking at bowling shoes today, and we didn't realize that they name bowling shoes the same way they name basketball shoes, so Aaron was checking out some Ricky 4s, which I thought was adorable. They have, like, their own Jordans and shit, and I was wondering if Weber had his own shoe brand as well for bowling shoes, because I would absolutely get myself some Weber Airs or something. I just made a video on Sexy Vegan, actually. I don't think there's anything fake about that. I think that is a very disturbed individual. And I'm very familiar with Vermin Supreme. And nah, I like it in Florida, Nick. So you don't put your thumb in the third hole. Not if you're going for spin. If you're going for spin, you never really want to do that. I mean, I guess you can. It's just not as comfortable. You see Twitter blowing up about Niji Sanji, once a monolith of the VTuber industry, and yesterday it came out that they bullied their most popular girl, Celine, to near suicide, then booted her out. No, I usually stay finger on the pulse of VTuber stuff. I did not see that. CM Punk in the chat. Is Punk here? Because he was right. He was so fucking right about the WWE. Looks like he does have his own shoes. It's the Pete Weber Skull Wing. Let me take a peek. Oh, wait, these are kind of fire. And the website that it's on looks like something out of GeoCities era. Man, bowling needs to update into the 21st century a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Take a peek at this. Okay. The North Korea... Oh, yeah, North Korean Squid Game. We got to check out and do that right after this. Avenge Sevenfold type shoe. Yeah. He's a tier 1 trouble. This looks like a newspaper ad. It seems like the Sears catalog. It really does. But man, just imagine I roll up with the fucking Pete Weber Skullwing 2s. Shit. Also, I've been learning shuffling. I've been getting really good at shuffling, actually. But my shoes have a little too much grip, so I can't bust them out at the club the way I want to. So Aaron and I were talking about just getting some super nice bowling shoes that would obviously be good for bowling, but double as great shuffling shoes. I think I might pull the trigger on that, honestly. This is kind of fire. Thanks to the Prime Carito. And the 5 gifted members, Weavetta. Thank you for that. And the membership Lambda. I probably wouldn't do that, Lambda. Thanks to the membership, Dylan. You see Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey too? Yeah, I saw. You know that for the Barbie movie behind the scenes, they used VFX to remove the blue screens to show that VFX wasn't used in the movie? Yikes. Chocolate for sure, Preston. Is this stream on Twitch too? Yeah. What's your highest bowling score? 235. I got it yesterday. And that was after 10 years of not bowling, so I know I can get the perfect game here. It's this right here. It's 1 empty frame, which is tragic, and 4 9s. Everything else is strikes. Those 9s should have been strikes, though. They were right on the money. It's just unlucky. Is there some nuclear? Beginner's luck? No, I had a few games over 200. This was my best one. And before this, my best game was a 232, and I had 8 strikes in a row and then fell apart. That was back in college. Aiden Ross and Playboy Cardi should settle their beef with a game of bowling. I guess there is no beef because he announced they're doing a part 2 or something, so I guess the backlash was too much for Cardi, and he's like, alright, I'll come back and at least pretend to be friendly with you for a little bit. We'll see how part 2 goes. Could just be another scam.